Good morning. This is Cherise Walker with the Charlotte Regional Business Alliance. I am VP of Talent Insights. And for today's Talent Insights talk, I am so pleased to have joining me Natalie Williams. Natalie is the Executive Director of the Women's Business Center of Charlotte. Natalie, welcome and thank you for joining me for this conversation today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. The Alliance has a professional women's platform called Power of Women. And that platform is designed to foster collaboration, engagement, and information. We're able to inform our investors through this platform about organizations like the Women's Business Center of Charlotte. So with that, Natalie, let's just get right into our conversation. Tell us a little bit more about the Women's Business Center of Charlotte and your role specifically.
Thank you for that. And thank you. And hello, everyone. The Women's Business Center of Charlotte, we are a 4-year organization. We are 501c3 funded by the SBA and in part funded by the City of Charlotte. My role is the executive director, and I have budget oversight. I oversee the programs, collaborate with my team and my other partners on, the beneficial sessions that we need to offer to small women-owned businesses, and we offer them about 100 of them free throughout the year.
Okay. Let's talk now about some of the concerns that our women business owners, our entrepreneurs, and these micro businesses are facing right now as a result of COVID-19. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of disjointedness through the businesses. A lot of small businesses are suffering as it relates to what they should or should not do with their team and their staff. Should they furlough them? Should they allow them to get unemployment? I'm seeing a lot of small businesses struggling with understanding the language that is coming down to them about the programs. And so we offer workshops on understanding that. We do workshops on business resiliency and solvency and financial resilience. But the biggest thing is financials. That's a huge problem. Many people don't have enough financials restored to survive for 30, 60, or 90 days.
Wow. So the financial piece of this is what you're finding to be the greatest challenge.
The greatest challenge is getting access to financing and information.
How are you disseminating that information?
So we do several platforms throughout the day. We do, and throughout the week. So we do platforms again on business solvency, pivoting strategy, financial resiliency, and those strategies and that information is to help businesses understand, one, how to apply for the programs that are out there for funding. Where do they get that funding from? Because there was some confusion about the lenders. So we provide that information as well because we are partners again with the SBA. So also the other thing that people are having a difficult time understanding is how to get their finances in order to qualify. So we have lawyers on our calls, we have accountants on our call, where we're disseminating information about the documentation that you need to fill out the application so that you can get an approval. And then we walk people through the strategy of their business, not just for the 8 weeks of getting the loan, but beyond the 8 weeks.
Natalie, I know that we're at the Charlotte Regional Business Alliance a great partner of yours as you are of ours. How would somebody get in touch with you, though, outside of maybe our daily digest that we do weekly? What other ways can people use to really find out about the information and the resources that you are disseminating throughout our community?
So we are partners with the Charlotte Business Resources as well as you guys, as you know. So our information can be found on the Charlotte Business Resources website. We have our own website, which is the institutenc.org/WBCC. We also have a link tree that we utilize that gives people the opportunity to view all of the trainings that we have, COVID and non-COVID trainings that we have coming up. And we are, you can find us on other resource partners like the SBA website as well.
Awesome. Natalie, my last question would be, have you had any questions about what happens after COVID-19? What happens when we start to come into the recovery phase of all of this? Any questions or any information you can share in that regard?
I don't necessarily have questions. Our goal at the Women's Business Center is to help women to think and move forward. So we actually have a session that we're doing tonight called Forward Focus Future, where we're talking about the pivot strategies that small businesses need to incorporate in their business now so that they can have a more sustainable structure in the future. Again, we have lawyers that talk about the contract, because there's going to be different contract languages now going forward. How do people, HIPAA laws, how do people test, how do people communicate? What does that look like now from an employee, even from your lease agreement? Those things are things that people didn't think about in the past, but now we have to put ourselves and position ourselves to think about, well, what if I don't have that opportunity to move forward? What does my supply chain look like now? So going forward, we will be offering sessions on COVID strategies for the next 2 years. We are positioned to do supply chain management, teleworking, telemarketing, telecommuting. We're doing sessions on how to mitigate the transmission of the disease, going forward, and, what does it look like from a hospitality standpoint? So those, I don't necessarily have questions, but we do have some strategies.
That's awesome. And it sounds like it's really soup to nuts. So thank you again for providing all of this wonderful information to our audience, to our women business owners, to our professional women. Tell us one more time how it is that we can contact you for more information about the sessions that you're providing.
Absolutely. So you can call us by phone, 704-509-5884. You can find us on the website, theinstitutenc.org/WBCC, or you can find us on our link tree, which is linktr.ee/WBC Charlotte.
Thank you, Natalie. And thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you.